Lock in, y'all. Lock in, y'all. This is why addiction creates success. I think this is a very interesting title for a video like this. And just, in the sense of addiction in and of itself, it's a very deep topic. It's just very, very deep. And I want to see, like, what this guy is going to go into.
Be honest, you've probably tried to quit pornography, watched a bunch of videos, failed, and then tried to convince yourself that, never mind, let's distract myself. While in the back of your head knowing that you should quit pornography. Well, you're right. It is not as important as you think. Ignore all the studies because it is not the true bottleneck preventing you from achieving your goals, good grade, girlfriend. Instead, confront the real truth.
First off, I really hope this guy goes into other things other than just pornography addiction. Now, yes, it is a very, it's an addiction there. Like, it can be harmful to yourself. I don't see, like, I don't know. It's not really like a alcohol addiction or like a, vaping addiction, something along those lines, like maybe a hard drug. But I truly want to see. Like, I'm very interested. I don't think he's talked about it enough yet, so I just need to keep watching.
It is a skill deficiency. You are not good enough. And two things can exist. You can succeed and equally be addicted to cocaine, alcohol, deadbeat dad. I am not promoting pornography, but a lot of influencers, creators make problems your priority only because that's the solution they can offer. Those videos are distractions because if it actually worked, there would be only one video. Just like how there would be only one book about happiness, but there has been infinite amounts of books discussing about how to become happy, and there will be an infinite more coming out because there is actually not one solution. The only thing preventing you from accomplishing your goals is how much you genuinely want it. It is not resources because everything online exists. You can learn everything for free. Time is your enemy.
All right, now I see like what he's getting into, and I absolutely agree with this. There is no amount of just like something that you can do like that just turns into like, oh, the addiction stops. It truly is like, how much do you want to stop? If you don't want to stop, if you love the feeling of gooning or smoking or alcohol, any of these other things, like, you're not going to be able to quit. Like, you might be able to push through it, but then one day you still end up picking it up again. And with like pornography addiction, it is a very like lucrative topic because it's an addiction that pretty much every male, or at least like more males, could be addicted to this than like say cocaine or something, alcohol, something along those lines. Like, it's a very, very, very common addiction, but it's not going to like ruin you. It's not like, there is studies that say like, it's better for you, or not pornography, but just, gooning, I guess, in general. But like, it's also like, I've been able to quit. Truly, like, I've been able to quit. Like, it was, I guess, hard, but not really. It kind of just turns into like, do you want to stop? Like, truly.
And people think there is an infinite amount of opportunities, but think of a solution, not in the cost of money or effort, but how much time it will cost you. And then you'll realize you can't waste time picking useless battles. Quitting porn is good, it's great for you, but is that the thing holding you back from your goal? And truthfully, a lot of people do not know what they want to do with their life. And the biggest trap is, I want to become an influencer, a rapper, only because there's so much social acclaim that people think the general idea is the right idea, and that's only true if you want to live a mediocre life. Listening to solutions will not solve your problems because everything is dependent on you. How you learn is dependent on you, and that's something you have to figure out with the information given to you. You compile everything and make your own solution. This is your life, and the first step to figuring out what you want to do is picking 3 things you're naturally good at. This is not an anime where effort and hard work will get you everything you want, because someone will put in the equal amount of effort and hard work, but they will be naturally physically better. In terms of sports, you cannot compete with other people who are more genetically gifted, and equally, they cannot compete with you when you are genetically better than them. Secondly, you have to analyze each market. Where is your current position? Do you have the resources to enter an endeavor? These rules will drastically change the amount of options you have available, and luckily, there will be one that shines brighter than everything else. But here's the biggest problem: the mental game. It's, now that I know what I want to do, I'm not good enough for it, so I'm going to spend a majority of my time learning and learning and learning and learning. And there's the biggest trap people fall into. They never start, but they feel like they've started because they're learning so much about the topic. But just because you learn something does not mean you're actually applying the information, meaning you actually...
I know exactly what he means here. Like, when I wanted to get into YouTube, like, truly, it was more of just like, you know, you try it once, it fails. Try it again, again, again. It was trial and error. Like, truly, trial and damn error for, like, the entirety of my YouTube journey. And I'm still at, like, the very, very start of my journey. Very, very, very start. But it is, like, pretty difficult. And I know what he means. Like, picks 3 things that you're good at. Like, you know, something... I mean, this could... It really, like, the way he's saying this kind of applies in, like, a social media standpoint. Because this guy's clearly, you know, he loves social media. And he wants to be a social media influencer. Which is, like, how he thinks. And it's, like, not really that crazy for him to think that way. It's kind of just how he is. And he's accidentally applying it in this video when, you know, it could more apply to, like, general normal career paths, like, you know. And I see what he means with the college as well. Like, yeah, that is the most, like, accepted thing. It's like what you're supposed to do pretty much in society. It's, if you do want to live a boring average life, then that is what you do. Or if you want to, you know, be free, then yes, then find something like a rapper, influencer, somewhere along those lines of, like, you know, a job. There's very, very many things that you can do. And it's even a sport, like, especially a sport. There's not too many things that I know of that are like that, but, you know, influencer is one of them. Trust me.
Actually have learned nothing. And while you're in this phase of learning, you're trying to prepare everything. This must be perfect. I must get all my habits in together. I must stop watching pornography. And you've entered a complete cycle of getting distracted by thinking you are learning. But here's the biggest truth: action is the greatest way to learn. And spoiler alert, that one thing you decided to do will slowly evolve into something you could have never even imagined. Because when you're learning, it's all about theoreticals, but once you're actually putting things into action, you realize, okay, this is not best for me. I'm going to pivot into gaming videos, and I'm going to pivot into self-improvement videos. I actually like to draw. I'm going to continue drawing. You do not know what you like until you've actually started. The difference is, a lot of people never start, and that gets them stuck.
I know exactly what he means, especially, like, he's truly going on, like, a self-rant right now, but it's like, you know, he's really getting his emotions out through this video and how he feels. It's like a very, you know, I think partly he himself might be able to relate to this video as well that he is making. I mean, obviously he's making it, you know, there must be a deep subconscious reason on why he's making this video. And I believe, like, you know, with the whole videos thing where it's like you want to be a gaming YouTuber, self-help YouTuber, sports YouTuber, something along those lines. And it's like, you know, you never really know unless you push yourself over that edge and start doing it. Because I have a lot of friends that, like, they don't really know what they want to do with their future. And if they do, it's ever changing. Like, it goes from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And, like, you know, he would never know what he wanted to do if he never gave it a shot. He wouldn't have all these steps. Like, taking these steps are absolutely great.
Stuck in a job they don't want to work in, stuck in a job they actually do not mind. When I was working in fast food, the majority of the 30-year-old plus employees, didn't mind the job. It was actually okay. You know, the pay's okay. It's very comfortable. They have other back safe places where they have family taking care of them. And that's the biggest problem. They didn't want it enough. And because they didn't want it enough, they took a passive route. They did not respect time. They thought they had all the opportunities in the world. And then things slowly started to slip out of their hands. They started to get trapped in this hole they allowed themselves to stand in. It's completely fine to not have big aspirations, but once things are,
it's a level of comfortability. I see what he means when he's talking about the whole job aspect. Like, you know, you'll have like a 30-year-old coworker that truly like does not really care about the fact that they work there. Like, they don't want, they don't have all these big aspirations. They don't you know, even like just a good high paying job. If they want to work a job, then they could find a good high paying job and get an education. But like, you with family backing you up, you know, thinking that you have all the time in the world, like truly I can understand that the most. And where I feel like I do not have enough time, like the days are slipping by way too fast, and I'm only 15 years old right now. I'm close to turning 16, and I feel like, me personally, I need more and more time. Like, I have so many people that I know that feel like, you know, they have all the time in the world and they don't really care. Money's not really a thing to them when, you know, soon enough they gotta start living in the real world, like truly. But it's like, it's just not very, like, it's hard. It's hard to achieve your dreams, but you need to put in the effort and you need to want it.
Too late, do not blame the world for manipulating you in this position. When there's videos like this, there's information telling you everything you want. The question is, are you willing to wait for it? Are you willing to work for it? It's up to you. It's all dependent on you. No one will change anything. No one will help your life. It is all up to you. Like, subscribe, check out my second channel, check out my brand Zenith Division. We're here to make your eyebrows look better.
Truly, I love like the way this guy talks. Like, this was more of like a self rant, but if we go back to like what he was talking about, and it's like, you make your own future. You yourself make your own future, and nobody else does it for you. You're not gonna end up like just falling into like a great job one day, or, you know, becoming social media famous off nothing. Like, oh, I want to be a content creator, but then you always have dreams of that, but then, you know, you never really do it. You never really do it. And that's like, truly, like, I understand what this guy means so much, and I actually love this video. Like, if we go back a little bit.
Work for it. It's up to you. It's all dependent on you. No one will change anything. No one will help your life. It is all up to you.
Like, truly, you build your own path. Like, soon enough, you might start seeing, like, that path. Like, you're putting frickin' planks on a bridge. You keep on, you know, walking more and more and more theoretically and just, like, philosophically, like, truly. That's how it is to just want to, like, achieve your dreams. You just need to keep going with it, man. I love this video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a like on this video. Sorry. Go ahead, check out his what did he say that he had?
Like, subscribe, check out my second channel, check out my brand Zenith Division. We're here to make your eyebrows look better.